Hey guys, it's Mana from Supermodel Mama, and as some of you had asked, do you want to see a baking recipe? Everyone knows what a no-bake cookie is. Layla's favorite, but I'm going to show you guys a kind of like a more natural way to make them. We're not going to use any sugar at all. Our sweetener is going to be honey, and we're not going to use Jif because Jif has hydrogenated oils in it, and it's no good for you. We're going to use freshly ground almond butter that I ground today at our grocery store. And then this is just local cocoa powder that I've talked about before. I have some oats here, organic vanilla, and butter from our farmer. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take, and again, as you guys know, I don't normally measure things, but got my burner on. I'm just going to heat up my butter. And it calls for like, I don't know, like a cup or something of butter, so I just kind of throw it in there. That might be too much. Or not enough. Who knows? Okay, so I'm just going to let that cook down. Give it a couple minutes to melt. Then I'm going to add my peanut butter. I mean, there's probably like a legitimate way to add the ingredients, but it all turns out the same, so I'm just going to do it this way. Give this some time to melt. Starting to melt, so I'm going to just add in probably half of this. And we're going to let that just incorporate. Now this is kind of a doozy to open. It always goes everywhere. Oh. Okay. So this is all melting together. See? Can you see? I'm going to add some more butter. And the cool thing about this is that it doesn't have to be perfect. It's kind of like an art project. It doesn't have to be perfect because it normally just always turns out the same. So unless you like do something tragically wrong, which is kind of hard to do. The only thing that I recommend that I get like #1 complaints on from my family is that the oats are kind of tough sometimes, so I let them cook. Okay, you can shut it off. Okay guys, I've got my almond butter and my butter all mixed together. Now I'm going to just add some honey. It's got a small opening, so I have to use this like crazy spoon. And I don't know how much to put, so I'll just taste it as I go along. Oops. Probably like a quarter cup of honey, probably. And then I'm just gonna stir that in. It'll melt relatively fast. Yep. Now I'm just going to sprinkle in my cocoa. Probably like 2 tablespoons, I would say. You can always add more if it doesn't taste chocolatey enough. And I'm going to add in just a couple squirts of vanilla. Whoops. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to just stir all this and move that out of the way. That'll be a disaster if that spills. Ooh, it smells good. It actually looks like I need some more cocoa powder in here. Not too chocolatey. So, let's see if I can do this without making a mess. There we go. And I'll stir that back in. And I have my burner on medium heat. Now the last thing to do is to add my oats. That's looking chocolatey enough now. I'm going to give it a taste real quick. Use a little bit more honey. The good thing about this is that it has no white sugar in it. So it's a really, really healthy snack. As healthy as you can make it, I guess. I have to dirty yet another spoon. Hopefully this one fits. I don't think that one's going to fit. So just a couple more dollops of honey. That should be good. I don't want to make them too sweet. It's kind of late here right now, so. And kudos to Justin for filming this for me.
My arms are getting tired.
Are they? And the last thing I'm going to do, guys, is just add in my oats, seeing how Justin's arms are getting a little bit tired. When I followed the recipe a long time ago when I started making these, it calls for 3 cups. What I do is I just keep pouring until it's the right consistency. And you don't want it to be too runny, so. You can always start with less and add more, because you can't take it away once you dump a whole bunch in there. So like this, that's too runny. So, you add more. Sprinkle a little bit more in, let it chill for a minute. This is getting better. Starting to form a little bit more thicker texture. Probably just a tad bit more. If you add too much, it dries them out. But if you notice that you have too thick of a no-bake cookie, you can always add more butter or more peanut butter, almond butter, whatever you choose to use. So I'm going to let these oats cook, and then I'm going to just put them on a baking sheet, and I'll show you guys the end result. Okay guys, these are all done. As you can see, the oats have cooked. Now I'm just going to spoon them onto my baking sheet. In this summer, last summer when I made these, we put raspberries on top, and that was really yummy. It was just like a good little treat. Okay, I need another spoon. Just want to spoon them onto your parchment or wax-lined baking sheet. Wow, these are kind of big. Make a couple small ones for Lay. So, you get the idea. This is how they look. You can either let them set and they'll harden up, or you can pop them in the freezer, or if you have a sub-freezer, throw them in there and they'll harden up really fast. So, these are our all-natural, homemade, no-bake cookies. I hope you enjoy. Okay, go. How's it?
Good.
Good. So they're not quite hard yet, are they? No, we couldn't wait, could we? Gotta eat it with a spoon. If you could describe it with one word, what would you say?
It's delicious.
Yay! I'm glad you like it.